Assalamualaikum sir, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Ananta Malik and I am the Joint Secretary of Literary and Debating Club of our college.
And I am Daimur. I'm the Vice President of the very same club.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you sir. We would first like to thank you for sparing your time for us and we are very eager to conduct this interview with you today. Your resilience and capabilities have motivated us to never give up on our goals. Thank you once again sir.
It's my pleasure.
First of all sir, could you please tell us about your academic journey?
Okay, I'll go from the start. I've done my, you could say, metric and my second year from Bahria University. My father was in the armed forces, so naturally that was the flow of things. We went to the military colleges. After that, I did my bachelor's in software engineering. That was also from Bahria University. It was a carried on sort of thing. After that, I did a bit of work for around 1 year, and then I moved on to my MBA from Cardiff University. After completing my Cardiff University back in 2008, I did multiple other courses. That was in Lum's University as well. I did about 4 courses for project management professional, for negotiation skills, and multiple other aspects which Lum's teaches you. After that, I've also done an NDU course. That's the National Security Workshop. That's about it from my academic side.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Now, let's talk a bit about your life as the Deputy Chief Executive. Okay, so during your 14-year journey, it has been 14 years, right?
17 years.
17. Okay,
Yes.
it has been 17.
Yes.
So, what's the wildest and most ambitious idea that you've ever thought of for urban development in Bahria?
17 years is quite a bit of time that I've experienced within the company, and mashallah, I've been lucky enough, and the chairman and the chief executive have been kind enough to give me a lot of projects. It's over 40 projects that I'm looking after. So this sort of thing that gives you a lot of 360-degree sort of outlook. And if you ask about urban development, we are lucky to have Bahria Town and Malik Riaz Hussain in Pakistan, who has changed the shape of real estate, honestly speaking. If we go back to 20 years, 23 years almost of Bahria Town, when it's in conceptualized, started more than 95, 96, it was. And if you look at the private housing societies and even the housing societies that were built, they were not built at the way or the standards which we see internationally. So Bahria Town had a lot of projects going in, and the concept was that in Pakistan we should be able to have a living standard that is not less than anywhere in the world. And honestly speaking, it is a collective effort of every team, not just the community, but the schools, the hospital, the colleges, the clubs, the activities that share a common goal of achieving that. So, as an urban development, Bahria Town has done a lot of things. There's not one thing I could honestly speak of because everything has its own sort of value and or sort of comment. We are in Islamabad, we are in Lahore, we're in Karachi, we will launch in Peshawar as well, and inshallah we can carry to spread this Bahria Town work overall all over. And good for us that I meet a lot of international people who are foreigners, and they have invited them. Quite a few have visited Bahria Town, and they are amazed to see it. And that is the good part that we feel gives us the achievement that we want. The urban development is a lot of things to talk about that if we talk professionally or technically on that side of things. So, but holistically, Bahria Town has achieved quite a bit in this field, and I've been a small part in that. So, and we're still going on. Inshallah, Bahria Town will, with its efforts, with its results, be carrying on whatever we can. You are the next generation. We want to inspire you guys to have something, and these are just the steps that we are adding on to you guys.
Thank you, sir. I would like to ask, what impact did your company, Friends Group, leave on your life? And how important is the right company for our future?
Again, I've experienced a lot of different side of things because I've studied in Pakistan, I've studied abroad, I've studied in multiple cities in Pakistan as well. So every age group has its own companionship. If we go back to, you guys must have childhood friends that are very different from the friends you have these days. So I'm that sort of person that has kept himself connected with a lot of my old friends. So if I were to, you could say, point out that more what sort of oldest friend I have, I think so more than 35 years ago. I know they were with me when I was like 5 or 6 years old, so they're still friends with me. So I have a lot of companionship going on. So every aspect, every sort of schooling days, they have a different effect on you. College days have a different effect, even university. And trust me, colleagues, when you get into work, business life as well, they have a different sort of, you could say, if they leave an impression on you, if that would be the right word for this. So you should learn, you should, honestly speaking, keep a straight head. You'll find every sort of thing going on with a lot of friends. But I think so, it's on ourselves how we are among our company. Definitely, what motivates me is people who are better than me. I have friends that I always consider that are doing much better in life, much better in every way. So that pushes me to do better in my ways of life. So whatever way, wherever they are, and I try and keep myself connected with them, and it motivates me that I'm in some sort of way helping them in whatever way I can.
See. Now, outside of being the deputy chief executive, what passion or hobby that you have that you enjoy the most?
Sports. I love sports, and I've been a very active part in a lot of sports. I still try whatever my body allows me to do that. So I'm still quite actively playing sports. I was the captain of the football team in my school days. I was a very active part of football at during that time. Unluckily, Pakistan में बहुत ज़्यादा अभी तक football का वो नहीं हुआ है. Still hope we go a long way. Naturally, cricket comes naturally to us, I would say, as a nation. So that these days we're trying out badminton within Bahria town, for good for us that we're providing such facilities for everybody. So it's important for us to be part of these facilities so we can ensure that they're running up to the mark as well. So that is one of the main reasons I'm still enjoying my sporting life. I have a cricket match after this.
Oh, well, good luck to it.
Please.
As you are part of the board of directors of Bahria Town, 5 major educational institutions come under you. We would like to know, how do you handle the pressure and workload, and how can students deal with such problems at our level?
I will just add on, there are now 6, honestly speaking, that are also coming up. Brigadier Saab knows about that as well. 5 are already running. For us, it does not start when it's operational, it starts from the conceptual point. So there are 6 institutions that Bahria Town within Islamabad is running, and in Lahore and Karachi they're also upcoming. Sorry, what was the last part of your question?
That how do you handle the pressure and workload?
Honestly speaking, delegation is something that you learn with experience. I'm one person, I cannot do everything on my own. It's a team effort. Everybody has their responsibilities. My job stands that everybody does their responsibilities. So I have to ensure that if my team can be part of that, the right person is at the right spot. That helps me out a lot. And honestly speaking, we are at an age and stage where we in Bahria Town, we learned this from the chairman. Autonomy is important. So everybody, when they have their own areas of expertise, we leave it to the expert to run that. Our job is to manage that, ensure that financial impacts are important. We are the review boards. We are the ones who keep a check that things are on the straight line, and they come about in a way that it helps the company, and the company has a lot of, you could say, things going on. So we need to ensure that the results and are kept accountable. So our job is easier, luckily for us, that we've got a very good team. We've got within the schools very good principals who have their own way of working. Each school is very different, honestly speaking. They cater to a different sort of market as well. But lucky for us that the students are learning, they're coming up great. I must mention AQ Khan over the last couple of years has produced some very amazing results, and that is part of Bahria Town's, you could say, stars that we carry now.
Okay, so reflecting on your 17-year journey, if you had the chance, what advice would you give to your younger self, knowing what you know now?
Honestly speaking, the advices would never stop. And if I would look back at my time and work, I think I will learn from experience a lot of things. Patience that you learn with time, that's something very, it comes very late in your life, honestly speaking. So if I had gotten that probably an earlier bit, that would have changed a lot of my decisions But with experience, patience is something that I would say everybody should learn. And patience does not mean with just one side of things, with every part of your life, not just with workload, with family, balancing everything out. You need patience with a lot of things. Every aspect, every decision, you do not need to come up. But one thing is that, and lucky for me, some advice if I would like to on, taking a decision is very important. Lucky for me that I learned that from the best, honestly speaking. The chairman, the vice chief executive, the chief executive, the sort of decisions that they have to take every day. I'm lucky for me that I'm around them most of the time. So I learned how to take decisions very quickly, and obviously what is the right way to take those decisions.
Well, sir, at what stage of your life did you become independent and decide to enter the business field?
I had the knack of, honestly speaking, working quite early, and I was working while once I was done with my second year, honestly speaking. Those weren't very amazing jobs, but those were something that taught me a lot of things, honestly. I've worked in call centers, I worked as a sales consultant for multiple companies in Pakistan and abroad as well. I worked with the student unions of my university. That taught me a lot. So, with regards to work, if we look at it, everything, you experience a lot of things. And what was the last part of the question that I will?
How did you enter the business field, by fate or choice?
Adding to that, because I started early, with regards to work, I always had the knack. If in the point I was actually missing out the independence part, you said. I worked when I started my master's in a company, Carrefour Warehouse, and I, not to boast about this, but I am very happy that I was able to do that. So once I started working over there, I became financially independent, and apart from my tuition fees, I was lucky enough that after that I've never had to ask anybody for money. Even I've been able to support whatever way my family or my colleagues after that. So that was one thing that my financial independence came once I was doing my MBA.
Okay.
Yes.
And after the advice for yourself, sir, we would feel honored if you could enlighten us with some golden words for our faculty and students, so that we as an institute can excel.
What I would add to that is that one person can go so long. So if you work as a team, as a group, as an institution, you can go a very long way. And that has been what the motto for Bahria Town has been as well. So we as a team, as a group, as a combined effort, we can do a lot of things. Leadership is important, so we need to figure out as an institution, and you guys need to learn very quickly what leadership means. It does not have to be just giving decisions around, but how to carry a team, how to take upon different tasks. So leadership and a combined team effort, that is very important as an advice if I want to give.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, pleasure.
Well, this has been wonderful, honestly speaking, but it seems our time is almost up. But before that, I would like to ask one last question, if I can.
Please.
So, looking ahead in the future, what kind of legacy do you wish to leave behind, either within Bahria or beyond?
Within Bahria, honestly speaking, Bahria Town has done a lot for the community, and I being a very small part to that, I want to give out as much as I can.
Yes,
With my father, we've set up a private hospital as well that is giving free medical services to people. So we would like to add as much on those lines that we can as a legacy, I think. So these sort of things will help somebody when we are gone. So anything what I can do, which I would feel that would give some sort of ease or relief to anybody in their life, even after I'm gone, that is something that we want to establish in the long run, and I would like to carry these sort of activities whatever way I can.
yes, sir.
It's wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you once again for your time. We
Pleasure,
hope to see
pleasure to
you.
have you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
We hope to see you at the Winter
Pleasure.
Festival,
Inshallah.
and inshallah, we'll meet again.
Thank you. Good luck to you guys as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.